Today I turn my hardcore world from a mess into something less of a mess by making a storage room and cleaning up every dimension I've been in, which is basically every dimension.
And I guess I should start nowhere else but the end. Now I've already been doing a bit of tidying off camera, but the first place I'd like to go to is my end, and that is where I actually did start doing a bit of tidying up in my world. But yeah, in the end I just wanted to tidy that part up just a bit, as this part is just very much minimal tidying. I want to tidy up the pillars, but I don't have time for that in this video, and besides I'll be removing them all later in my world. I almost fell off there, by the way. But I've already done a bit of tidying up. As you would see in the world download, there was a bridge all the way here to here. That's removed, and it's now just a floating bit of area in the end. I'm leaving this here though because I do want villagers roaming around when I remove the entire end island to make an end hub. I do want villagers in the end hub, so that's why I haven't removed it. It's just going to be useful to have villagers over here in the end ready when I do that. However, this part of the end is just not useful. It was always here. It's been here since I've been to the end from day one. Not day one, I believe it was day 60 or so. Day 64 I would say. It seems reasonable time to go to the end, and I'm just removing it now. It's an eyesore in my world, so yeah, that's why we're removing it. So I'll just get to work with removing it. And that is the final bit of endstone removed. Well, that needs to be removed for now, at least I think it is, because I don't see any more floating bits of endstone around here. I'm double checking now. I say floating bits of endstone when there's this massive island. It'll be removed and become something else, trust me. But other than the pillars, it's pretty much tidied up as much as I'm wanting to tidy up for now. So I'm just going to head back through to the overworld. Move on to the next part that needs tidying. I guess my next task to finish on is my storage room. Yes, this is meant to be a storage room. As you can see, it goes quite deep, and that's how far I need to dig this area out to be. I was planning to use TNT machines, but they just won't work for what I need them for. Alright, somewhere I've got something somewhere. It's full of diamond pickaxes. Anyway, I'll find it and I will get to work digging the area out. It must be around here somewhere, right? Yeah, it's around here. It's literally here. So yeah, I'll get to work mining this area out.
So guys, I know a massive decrease in quality of webcam. My current one is just not the best for stuff. It keeps disconnecting. It's just not worth it. So you got me instead. We have been mining at this area for a long time, and you know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I shouldn't have to be mining this area out, and I can't exactly use TNT dupers for this big of an area. So guys, I've done a bit of off-camera work, as you can see. Yeah, this is definitely the most efficient way to do it. I found this flying machine design, which also dupes the TNT. I'm gonna make a ton of these now, because they're just so simple to make, and this will just speed up the process a whole lot. I've come up with this contraption here, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do it one at a time still, but it's still gonna speed up the process quite a bit. So if I... There we go. I just need to not flick the trapdoor twice. Yeah, if I keep on doing this, it will definitely go by quicker. I had to move that backwards by a few blocks because of how far I was reaching, and I'm apparently dealing with some water issues, so yeah, this simple... Oh no, I'm not dealing with water. Why did I think I was dealing with water issues? No, I placed this water here. This is the massive progress I've made. I found a few diamonds doing this. But yeah, this part does go down to bedrock. It's in the center of this whole thing where the beacons were. And as you can see, there's just areas where TNT hasn't touched, and it does annoy me that these exist. But yeah, I'm burning through a lot less TNT now because it's again duping this TNT. And that is the floor of it all done. Also, as you might see, I've found some diamonds. I also found a face, and also walking down here just feels completely unrealistic. Like, I never thought I'd be able to say I dug out such a massive hole, and I got to go inside such a deep hole. That's what she said. Anyway, in fact, no, that's not what she said. That's what he said. Either you understand that joke, or it just flew completely past your head. That's just one layer of it done. As you might have guessed, there's more layers of white concrete. Yes, if I quickly change it to render all the layers, as you can see, it looks insane. Also, ignore this, but this is what it will eventually look like up here. All this will be coming later in the video. And yes, this down here is pretty empty. I don't know what to add down here. I didn't want to add storage. I have an idea of what I might want to add down here, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm probably just gonna add chunk loaders down here if I'm gonna be honest. The chunk loaders will make sure that the storage don't break, and I'll have to put one in each and every chunk. So having them hidden down here would be ideal. However, I can also have them hidden around here and just build above it. And I've got a lot of work to get done. I'm just gonna get to work building up each layer of the wall. So guys, I've been doing a lot of off-camera work. As you can see, I've gotten a lot done. I know it's not fully done, but yeah, I've gotten a lot done off camera. Like, this whole layer is complete, apart from the items that need to be implemented into the hoppers. However, I haven't decided what to put in each chest yet. I'll be doing that after today's video. But as you can see, I've gotten all of this done, and if I was to look for the lapis blocks up there, which are actually good representation for where I need to be, if I flip that lever, as you can see, I can access my overflow chests, which is actually good. Like I said, down here I'm probably going to add chunk loaders. I haven't added anything down here yet because I'm still mostly working on the upper layers. I am basically on the last layer that needs chests, other than the layer that goes above it that will need two double chests. Other than that, and those two double chests, they're going to be for emptying my inventory out. They're also going to be shotgun loaders there. So yeah, I really just need to build up all this, and to do that I just keep on placing stuff like this. I've actually been using the easy place feature of Lightmarker to speed this whole process up. On the redstone, I've just been doing like this. As you can see, we've passed a few thousand days already. I think by the time I started building this, it was like day 2300 and something. Now we're currently on day 2371. So yeah, this video has definitely taken a long time to make. In fact, my editor can actually include the day counter before I started on this massive project, because I feel like the day counter is just gonna have to be there so you guys can actually tell that I'm doing work. I feel like that's a good indication that I'm not cheating, if you get what I mean, so I don't get accused of not spending the actual amount of days. And it's an actual in-game day counter, so it's 100% accurate. Now, I haven't been sleeping every single night, been sleeping every once in a while, but if I was to sleep every single night, that day counter would be much higher, because of course a lot more nights would have passed. Also means a lot more time would have been wasted. I have been doing some other stuff today as well, but for the amount I've done, I'd say I've gone through it pretty quickly. I'll just go back to work till I'm on the last layer, and then I'll update you guys. So we're finally on the final layer of this whole thing. It's clear to me that I didn't bring enough planks, which just means a small trip into my house to grab myself some logs to make planks. And now I'm just going to, now all I need to do is build up the outer walls as well as this final layer, and then make a staircase connecting it all the way up to this hallway, and then I need to connect this hallway up to the whole thing, which I don't think should take too long, as it's just placing down the same amount of blocks, if not less. In fact, it is way less for the rest of the build. So there's a few bits of redstone, but the redstone don't count. Yeah, I'll just get to work doing that now. And finally, that is this massive bit of concrete done. As you can see, it goes all the way up to the stone border. It didn't need to go up this high, but I put it up this high anyway. And it looks kind of weird because, as you can see, the terrain doesn't really fit the surrounding. I'll fix that eventually, probably in the next video, as well as get rid of the border, which seems kind of weird how I said I was cleaning my world in this video, but decided to fix that there in the next video. Yeah, it's a bit weird. So I just now need to place all this up so it goes up there to that hole. Also, if you're wondering, Jita, did you get a bit too much white concrete? A bit, yes, but a few of it is still needed. So what I'll do is place that in there, grab these. I think that's all I need. If I need any more, I know where more is. Oh, and of course I need to get wall buckets later for these, because I didn't grab wall buckets because, you know, since it wasn't a full source, Lightmarker didn't tell me, oh, you need this. Also, whilst I'm here, I might as well place the soul sand that was supposed to go in the layer below. As you can see, it was supposed to go there. Didn't place it in because I didn't have it in my inventory. So yeah, I'll just get to work building this up. And there we go. This is all sorted. Apart from here, I need to get some kelp real quick. Here we go, some kelp. I also grab bones or bone meal. This is going to feel so weird, but we can now fly across to here. And I'm actually going to go down here safely and waterlog all of these. And I'm just going to bone meal this kelp until it won't let me bone meal it anymore, which has just happened now. Now I'm going to break it, and as you can see, it's turned into a bubble column. So that's my way up and down sorted. Now there's one more final place that needs cleaning up in my hardcore world, and this area is much more simpler than that area was. And that area is, as you may have guessed it already, my nether. Yes, let's get it all tidied up. You know, remove the rails. That's what I mean by tidied up. I'm not going to make a massive nether hub in this video. That might be a different video. Definitely getting rid of all of the rails will make this area just look much more nicer. Now time to remove the redstone torches. And there we go. That's all been sorted. If you look on your screen right now, you should see a video where I defeated the warden in my Minecraft world, as well as the video where I went back to school in Minecraft. I'd advise watching either one of them, as either one of them is good. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.